Hey everyone, welcome back to Corporate Decoder, where we crack open those dense financial filings like a safe, and boy do we have a juicy one today. Get ready because Upexi Inc. is giving us a peek behind the curtain, and it's all about their digital treasure chest. Before we dive in, if you like uncovering the real stories behind corporate announcements, hit that subscribe button, and hey, join our Discord community linked in the description to chat all things finance with fellow codebreakers. So what exactly is this document? It's a current report filed when companies have significant news to share that investors need to know about right away. Think of it as a special bulletin. The date here is September 11, 2025, which tells us when the earliest event happened. The company itself is called Upexi Inc. A quick glance shows they incorporated in Delaware, which is pretty standard for many companies. They're listed on the Nasdaq under the ticker Upexi. Now, this is interesting. Upexi is labeling itself as an emerging growth company. This basically means they're newer and might have a bit more flexibility with certain reporting rules compared to older, larger companies. They've also elected not to use the extended transition period for new accounting standards, which signals they're ready to play by the latest financial rules. The main event here is an update on their treasury holdings. And what are they holding? Solana. Yes, the cryptocurrency. The company is reporting a significant treasury holding of Solana, valued at approximately $447 million. They hold about 2,419 Celo tokens. That's a massive bet on this specific digital asset. This filing includes a press release as an exhibit, and that press release is where we get these juicy details. They're not just holding Solana, they're tracking meticulously everything associated with it, their net asset value, how much profit they've made that isn't on paper yet, that's unrealized gain, how much Solana they have per share of their own stock, how much they're earning by staking it, basically earning rewards for holding and supporting the network, how much is locked up and can't be sold immediately, and the overall valuation. This comprehensive look suggests a strong focus and reliance on their Solana holdings for their financial health. This section lists the documents attached to this report. The key one is Exhibit 99.1, which is that press release we were just talking about. It's the source of all the crypto-related updates. And finally, the signatures. This confirms that the report is officially submitted by the company, in this case signed by Andrew J. Norstrud, the Chief Financial Officer. This is the person ultimately responsible for the accuracy of what's being reported. The date of the signature, September 12, 2025, is the day after the report date, which is typical for these filings. Now, let's put on our investor hats and look at what this really means. Upexi Inc. is essentially operating as a crypto asset holding company with a laser focus on Solana, holding 447 million UPEs in a single digital asset is a bold and frankly high-risk strategy. This means Upexi's performance is going to be heavily, almost entirely tied to the price fluctuations of Solana. If Solana moons, Upexi likely soars. If Solana crashes, Upexi could face significant trouble. Think of it this way. Imagine a company that only sells one specific type of widget. If that widget suddenly becomes unpopular or its price collapses, that company is in serious trouble. Upexi is doing something similar, but with a digital asset. Their valuation, their net asset value, even potentially their ability to cover operating expenses all hinge on that one cryptocurrency. The fact that they are reporting detailed metrics like SOL per share highlights this direct correlation. They are trying to translate their crypto holdings into a per share value for their shareholders, making it easier to see how the crypto market directly impacts their stock. Metrics like staking rewards and lock SOL are also important. Staking is a way to generate passive income from their holdings, which is a smart move if the crypto price holds steady or increases. Lock SOL means a portion of their holdings are committed for a period, which reduces their immediate liquidity, but can also signal a long-term commitment and potentially higher staking yields. The company's strategy appears to be to become a liquid gateway to Solana exposure for traditional investors who may not want to directly buy and hold the cryptocurrency themselves. They are essentially betting that the market will value their position as a managed treasury of a large specific digital asset. However, this concentration in a single asset class, especially one as volatile as cryptocurrency, carries immense risk. Regulatory uncertainty around digital assets, potential technological disruptions to the Solana network, or simply shifts in market sentiment could drastically impact Upexi's value. They are essentially taking on all the risk of holding Solana plus the operational risks of running a public company without the diversification that many traditional companies benefit from. This is very much a high risk, high reward play for investors who are bullish on Solana's long-term prospects and understand the volatility involved. Upexi might seem attractive as a way to get exposure, but for more risk-averse investors, level of concentration would likely be a major red flag. Looking ahead, Upexi's success will depend heavily on their ability to manage their Solana holdings effectively, potentially hedge against downside risk, and continue to attract investors to their unique model. Their status as an emerging growth company gives them some flexibility now, but as they grow, the market will expect more traditional financial stability and diversification. The real story here is Upexi's bold, crypto-centric strategy. Alright, that's our breakdown of Upexi's latest 8K filing. What's your take on this massive Solana bet? Are they onto something big, or is this a recipe for disaster? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. If you found this deep dive helpful, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more corporate decoding. And remember, join our Discord community from the link in the description to keep the conversation going. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.